the Blu-ray / DVD Death Ship from Scorpion Releasing. Which, did you actually buy the Blu-ray of this, Steve, or you have like the DVD?
Dana had the DVD.
Okay. And I'd heard about this movie, and I think there was a movie that came out probably about 10 years ago called Ghost Ship, which pretty much stole the whole concept of this movie, kind of, and the cover as well.
Yeah.
But basically, Death Ship came out in 1980. And, you know, the story is pretty much what you would think. I mean, there's a cruise ship that sinks in the middle of a big party or something one night, and there's a group of people that survive, and they're on like one of the little John boats or whatever, and they come across this old fucking ship that's looks like nobody's been on board in, you know, years or whatever, but it's, you know, it's floating along there, and they get up in the ship, and chaos ensues, Steve, is the best way to describe it without, you know, going into detail. And you got a good cast here. George Kennedy, which I don't know how many fucking movies George Kennedy's done. It's fucking ridiculous, so.
Well, to let you know, I actually saw a movie that showed George Kennedy's butt.
I bet you loved that.
I've rewinded it several times.
It's like, oh, it's George Kennedy's ass.
Oh, George Kennedy's butt.
Is George Kennedy still alive?
I don't know. I know he in his later years he wrote. I got like a couple of novels he wrote. He wrote some murder mysteries. But as far as I know, I think he's got to be passed away by now.
I can look it up. But what are your memories about Death Ship? I mean, it's not. I won't say it's a good movie or anything, but like it's definitely got. There's some funny shit in this, like the first time you notice the ship doing anything, I think it's one of the bar singers or whatever gets caught up in one of the ship's sails, and I'm just waiting for something fucking really awesome to happen, you know. I'm like, well, what? They're going to drop him on his head and his head will explode, or it'll get caught on an anchor or something, rip his fucking head off or whatever. And it keeps raising him up and down. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, when are they going to get to it? And finally, like, the ship just lowers him enough down in the water to drown. And I'm like, really? Like, that's what you fucking come up with?
Well, I mean, what I would like to say might be a little bit of a spoiler if I compare it to a different movie.
Okay, just a word of warning, spoilers.
For the next 20 seconds.
Okay.
This is like a precursor to me to almost like Final Destination in a way. Because as far as I can remember, there's really there's just like an evil force or something that's doing all this.
Right.
So it's kind of end of spoiler.
Oh, and also too, there is like that mysterious evil force, but also like George Kennedy's the captain.
Yeah.
And he gets he gets fucking possessed or something in it, and they kind of make him like the lead guy of the death ship or whatever that's after the rest of the, you know, the survivors.
Right. It's kind of.
And Richard Crenna is also in this from Rambo fame.
Yeah.
I'm looking up on IMDb. According to IMDb, George Kennedy's still alive. He was born in 1925, so
he was 75 in 2000, so he's 80.
83 or 88. 88.
Yeah, I mean, that's not outrageously. But
he must have been one of those guys that always looked old, though.
Yeah. And you haven't seen him in a number of years. I don't remember the last movie he was in, so he's probably in one of those star old folks home.
Yeah, probably. What's interesting, though, is like when I saw George Kennedy's name on here, I'm like, he probably, because George Kennedy was in some big fucking movies, man. I mean, he back in the
Airports.
Day, he was in Cool Hand Luke. You remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking, it'll be like Just Before Dawn, where George Kennedy's in the fucking movie for like 2 minutes and he's the star. You know, they name him as the star. He legitimately is in most of this movie. Like, Death Ship is funny. But, for what it is, I actually enjoyed Death Ship. I mean, it's not definitely nothing that's like amazing or anything like that, but for what it is, it's just kind of a stupid like movie to watch with your friends and just have fun with. And there's some scenes in it, like there's a lot of, well, not a lot, but a decent amount of nudity in the movie. The only big problem that I had with Death Ship is the two little brat kids, at least one of them should have died. There's no way both of them should have survived, because let's be honest, we don't want to see little kids in horror movies anyway unless they die. Like, one of the best things that I can remember from Toxic Avengers when they run over that fucking kid. Like, I love that movie.
Now, you should watch the movie Who Can Kill a Child. It's an old...
I think I have seen that.
That's awesome, where all the kids are just like killing everybody on this island, and then at the end of it, he just he don't care. He starts killing them left and right. Great.
That's awesome.
They remade that too.
I'm about positive that we reviewed that years and years ago, because that name sounds familiar.
But I'll be honest. I don't think I'm a fan of Death Ship. I know Dana really loves it. I think she actually got the Blu-ray when it became available. But it's okay, but it's definitely, I would have to say, it's kind of like afternoon fare. It wasn't nothing that I would want to watch again.
Well, I think if you're with a group of buddies and you just want to watch some stupid movie to cut up on and joke
I want something more outrageous than Death Ship. I want Pieces or something like that.
You want The Taint.
The Taint, yes.
Dude, we should review The Taint. I think that'd be a good one to review.
Oh, hell. Yeah. That would be a good one. That would be an awesome one to do a commentary for, to be honest with you. That would fucking rock.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DeadPit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.